For almost 30 years, Voller Law Firm has been winning serious injury and death cases for clients. They have collected millions of dollars on behalf of their clients and belong to the prestigious $1 Million Advocates Forum. When insurance or a wrongdoer won't pay for what they took from you, go with an award-winning firm with a track record of results. At Voller Law Firm, results matter. Make sure you go with lawyers that have the experience, ability, and financial power to hold those that hurt you accountable. Put your trust in Voller Law Firm. Give them a call at 662-323-0083.
You're listening to Thunder and Lightning on SuperTalk Mississippi, covering Mississippi State sports like nobody else. With Sports Talk Mississippi's Brian Hadad and Robbie Faulk of On3 Sports. Now get ready for Thunder and Lightning.
Thunder and Lightning here on SuperTalk Mississippi. Brian Hadad and Robbie Faulk here with you on a Wednesday morning. Thanks for joining us here at supertalk.fm or wherever it is that you get podcasts from. We appreciate you guys out there, our great listeners, especially our servicemen and women out there taking care of us. We want to thank our sponsors over at Strange Brew Coffee House and Churn and Spoon Ice Cream. Start your day the right way with a trip to the drive-thru over at Strange Brew Coffee House here in Starkville or at Brupolo over in Tupelo. It would be a little weird, Robbie, if Brupolo was in Claremont Harbor.
That would be a little weird.
Wherever you are in our great state, you can enjoy Strange Brew Coffee each and every morning. It's just a click away at strangebrewcoffeehouse.com. The Mississippi Beef Council wants to remind you that beef, it is what's for dinner. If you're looking for great weeknight meal ideas, beef is the ingredient of choice. Easy to cook, delicious, good for you, and so many different ways you can do it. You know, you get into those ruts with the weeknight meals, right? You're just like, okay, we're doing pizza tonight and tacos tomorrow and burgers. It's like, where do I go? Man, when you have beef as an ingredient, you can go anywhere you want. So many great ideas. If you're looking for them, they're at msbeef.org. Beef, it's what's for dinner, thanks to our friends at the Mississippi Beef Council. College Corner, collegecornerstore.com is the place to find the maroon and white merchandise that you are looking for. If you are in need of new game day gear, the place to go is College Corner. 2 locations in the Jackson area, originally by Fleet Feet, followed by the Half Shell. You can shop online at collegecornerstore.com. Sports Talk Mississippi will be at the infamous 3rd location of College Corner this Thursday in Oxford. I am going to see if our good friend Scott will bring some maroon and white gear for me to give away amongst a sea of red and blue. And if that is the case, I will let you know, and hopefully you can come by if you're in the Oxford area and grab some Mississippi State stuff. So
maybe you can pick up some giveaway items for me.
Would you like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love free stuff.
I'll see what I can do for you.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. By the way, in case you haven't noticed, we got Robbie's he's struggling today.
It could be rough, and we have a Rumblings episode. I went ahead and recorded, just full disclosure, I went ahead and recorded my radio show for today.
Yes, good call.
Just in case.
Good call.
I'm a prepared man.
As you should be, yeah.
A professional.
Yeah. Restaurant Tyler is Starkville's flagship restaurant for lunch, dinner, or Sunday brunch. The best meal in town is always going to be at Restaurant Tyler. If you want to enjoy the best lunch in town, the best blue plate in the city of Starkville, it's at Restaurant Tyler. Get you some catfish, some fried chicken, some hamburger steak, all the southern staples right there for you. Vegetables, cornbread. It's just the best kind of meal. Now, look, I don't have any guarantees about your productivity at work. After you eat at Restaurant Tyler, you probably that first hour is going to be a little tough. The itis will kick in, but you'll be all right. You'll be happy if nothing else.
For some people, it might give you a boost.
Never know. You drink enough of sweet tea.
Yeah,
balance it out.
That's what I do.
That's
the only reason I do that. It's not because I enjoy sweet tea. It's because I'm powering through.
Exactly.
It's I feel like I'm being a hero.
You're professional.
Yeah,
very professional.
That's correct.
Restaurant Tyler. Priority One Bank, 16 locations here to serve you throughout central Mississippi. Let PriorityOneBank.com be your guide, show you not only how they're going to help you invest and manage your money, but how they're going to help you prepare for the future. Now more than ever, when you have questions about your money, you need answers. You need to have a bank that provides a level of service that you're only going to get at Priority One Bank. Let Priority One Bank make you their priority. I learned something today, Robbie, that podcasting, doesn't matter, what level of podcaster you are, we're all the same. And I'll tell you why. I was listening to the Bill Simmons podcast, and that's one of the biggest sports podcasts out there, right? I may even be the biggest. It's right up there with Pardon My Take, I believe. Their gimmick today was they were going to do the preview the NFL and assign each team an action movie from the 80s, right?
Nice.
So it was a fun concept, right? So the first team that they mentioned is the Chiefs. That's who they had as the number 1 seed in the AFC, right? And the movie they assigned them was Rocky IV.
Excellent movie.
Excellent movie, right? An hour later, they're talking about the Buccaneers, or I forget who it was, the Buccaneers or it was somebody, and they used Rocky IV again. The whole point was it was like a draft; you couldn't go back.
So they forgot, or they just
messed up, and I'm just like, so
I hope they're being held to the same accountability that we were.
All the times we've screwed something up, and I was like, I feel bad about it. This guy's Bill Simmons, number 1 podcaster in America. Has built an entire network of podcasting.
So what was Rocky IV's? What that have to do with the Chiefs?
I don't remember. It was something like that. People are starting to after last year with losing the Super Bowl. People are starting to doubt them. How are they going to get back on top? And that's kind of where it was. So I forget what they had for the Steelers. I know the Saints, they made it the Saints stone cold, which I was like, is that supposed to be an insult? That's great. I feel fantastic. I have to go back and find it.
Stone cold.
With Brian Bosworth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you might have been talking about that guy that blocked you on Twitter.
Never heard of him. So it's Wednesday. It's the Rumblings. That means it's brought to you by our friends at Paul Davis Restoration. When disaster strikes, you need a name you can trust. Paul Davis Restoration is here to help you recover from water, fire, mold, and storm damage 24/7. Their expert team provides fast, professional service to restore your home or business to its original condition. But they don't stop at restoration. They offer property improvement services to make your space better than ever. Paul Davis Restoration, because your recovery and property improvement are their priorities, and they are the official property improvement services of Mississippi State University. Call them at 662-769-7285. Let them bring your property back to life. If you're in the Golden Triangle, if you're in the Tupelo area, call Paul Davis Restoration. We got a lot of questions today, so I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you.
We're going to do our best. Y'all just don't judge me.
I will not. I never judge. I'm unjudgy.
That's true for the most part, I would say. All
right, here we go.
I like that purple shirt.
Thank you. It's my St. Al.
The flashes.
Mighty flashes. Here we go. Hunter Manis, would you rather describe in detail your first world problems to a homeless person or tell someone in a wheelchair you know what they're going through because your leg fell asleep once? It's an easy choice to go in number 1. Especially if I can get
you could be talking to me.
Well,
I'm the homeless person.
That's not yet.
Not yet.
That's coming.
One day.
What I'm thinking is this. Like, first off, you get a homeless person, you got like a 33% chance, 1/3 chance that
33
that you don't do that. No Steiner math for you today.
Yeah, I better not try.
You're going to lose your voice at sacrifice. But you got that they're a crazy person, right? So you can just talk and they're not even listening to you. But for the rest of them,
a lot of them are like tweaking out or
And
they're homeless people, but
but they're just talking about God knows what. So yeah, to go in there and be like, look, I got to be honest, like it really bothers me when like I can't quite get the temperature I want in the shower. Like I twist the knob one way and it's too hot. I go like an inch the other way, it's too. I like. Why can't I just get the temperature where I want it? It drives me insane.
Can you believe that my wife turned off the heated toilet seat the other day? And she got 2-ply toilet paper.
Yeah.
What a joke.
Yeah.
This guy's like, can I just have like 50 cents?
Yeah. Change. Yeah, exactly.
It's like that vibe.
I'm definitely going with that as opposed to the wheelchair guy be like, I've been there, man.
Kind of reminds me of that.
I've been there. Like, what do you mean you've been there? Like the other day, my leg fell asleep, and when I got up, I was like, "Oh,
dude, I know exactly how you feel."
Yeah,
no.
That's a tough one.
Do you remember? I think I might have talked about this on before, but like, you remember Vine?
Yeah.
Like there was a comedian on there, and he was pretending to be a homeless guy, and like somebody was like doing their point of views, like, "Hey, man, we just wanted to kind of do a good deed today and bring you some pizza."
Yeah.
and it's like Pizza Hut or something. He opens it up and he's like, "I'm gluten free, thank you."
Oh,
Hands it right back to him.
that would drive me insane if that ever happened. So,
Like turn their nose up at like your doggy bag that you bring them.
all right. Brett Christensen. Levy calls and says, y'all two get to make the decision if we win the coin toss on Saturday at Southern Miss. Are you kicking or receiving? And why? I'm receiving. Winners want the ball.
That's true.
Levy received every kick last year.
I think they won. I think even if they didn't win the toss, I think they returned the kick.
Yeah, even when
game.
they lost, the other team deferred.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So yeah,
I'm always taking the ball first.
I always take the ball first. You know, in my opinion, when you defer, it's the same as losing the toss. Just get the ball. Ryan Reynolds, the actor, rank these clothing material combinations based on how comfortable they will be to wear Saturday. 100% cotton, 65% polyester, 35% cotton, 100% polyester. There used to be an old joke about the Southern fans back in the day that they were the polyester Eagles, like their fans all wore like these polyester pants and stuff. I think I'm going to go with a mixed blend here, though. I think that's the way to go.
Polyester.
Yeah.
Cotton is not what you want to wear.
Not in the heat.
And I mean, I think it's going to be manageable.
Yeah.
But this is not a shot at UOA and the cotton industry.
Isn't it, though?
No, it's not.
Okay.
I'm wearing a cotton shirt right now.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
I would say I probably wear cotton more than any other.
Like the fabric of our lives, you know.
It is.
Yeah. Brad Baxter. I ate at Ed's Burger Joint in Hattiesburg on Saturday for the first time. I had the comeback burger with onion rings and a banana pudding milkshake. In your opinion, where does Ed's rank on the list of the best burgers in Mississippi? In my opinion, Ed's has the number one burger in Mississippi. I haven't tried them all.
It's up there. It's up there. It's really good.
But for my money, I love Ed's Burgers. That's the best burger in Mississippi to me.
Well, the combination of the burger, the sides, and the milkshake is
bacon cheeseburger, Ed's fries, and a Captain Crunch milkshake, and I'm in a good spot.
You could probably find a better pure like hamburger.
Maybe.
Because this is a burger place, so they're spitting out the burgers a lot faster.
Yeah.
Somebody that can just focus on the hamburger that's just like one entree that you're making.
Mm-hmm.
The thick patties, like you might find one that could be better.
Right.
But the combination of like it being a burger joint, having the hamburgers, the type of hamburgers that they have, the onion rings, tots, fries, whatever, and then the milkshake, it's really hard to top for like a lunch spot.
Yeah, in my opinion, it's like I said, it's the best one. I would take it over all others. All right. True Maroon asks us, given Mississippi State's brutal 2025 schedule facing multiple college football playoff caliber teams, what would count as real progress or success this season? I mean, there's a case to be made that my prediction of 4-8, if they're 4-8, that means they either beat Arizona State or they've won an SEC game. If the 8 losses in there, if they're all competitive and you're like, man, they were so close, they could have easily been 6-6 or 7-5. I mean, that would have to count as some real progress. It would not be fun, but it would count as progress.
Yeah, agree.
Okay. Jeremy Russell, do either of you recall the specifics on why the athletic departments moved from Nike to Russell Athletics back in the day? Because Mississippi State had a terrible, cheap athletic director who probably had some sort of backroom deal to push the Banner M over the interlocking and profited off of it. How does that sound?
I'm just going to throw out a guess here because I don't know the answer to this. But I do know that Nike does not pay out more than Adidas does.
Right.
I don't think that Nike pays as much as people think they do.
Well, I'm certain they paid more than Russell.
I don't know. Russell could have jumped at the fact to have an SEC team.
I guess.
I don't know. I really don't know. But it was a bad decision.
Awful. Let's see here. Back with True Maroon. How will Shapen's return and the infusion of talent and passing and run in the passing and running game reshape Mississippi State's offense in 2025? I mean, I think with Shapen's return, if he's healthy the whole season, you get more consistency from that position. You know, we talked about it. You know, Van Buren only completed about 55% of his passes. I would expect way over 60% from Shapen. And having Fluff Bothwell, I really do wish his name was Buff Flothwell. That would be incredible.
What, Flothwell?
Buff Flothwell. I just want to switch the letters.
Buff the stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I had a friend. I said he tried to do a Bothwell and Booth as the American males, but I think Bothwell and Booth as vicious
Chicken mouths.
as vicious and delicious would have been a lot better.
Oh, sure.
Let Booth be Scott Norton.
Yeah.
So,
Scott Norton, what a hoss daddy.
dude, he's so good.
Was he like a bouncer or something?
Probably, yeah.
Him and Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
They were both bouncers.
I think that you talk about reshape the offense. I don't know how much reshaping there really. It's not going to look any different. It's just going to be, can it be more effective? Right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
So yeah, I think it's just about shaping gives you a chance to complete more passes, to do more things in the short passing game than Van Buren did. But I do expect State to be a much more run heavy team this year also as well. Peyton Stewart asks us, hypothetically, by the way, it has one. There's a one, but there's no second question, Peyton. What are we doing here? Hypothetically, if the NFL were to remove ads entirely, how much do you think they would need to charge to watch their games in order to make up the lost revenue? And the NFL would have to do that would have to be billions of dollars. Billions of dollars. It would probably cost you $1,000 a year plus. I mean, to a lot, just a lot more than you'd probably be willing to pay. They might be able to break you. What the NFL needs to do, in my opinion, is sort of follow the soccer model. Just put the ads up on the screen while the game is happening.
Yeah.
We don't have to have all these commercial breaks. I'm getting a lot of agreement out of you today just because you just don't have the energy.
I mean, what am I going to say?
You can't do it.
I'm trying not to overexude myself.
Yeah. Colton Watson, Brian, how often do the people you interview covering the other teams ask for interviews from you in turn? A couple times a year. Yeah. It's because a lot of those guys are from different mediums.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm interviewing a beat writer or just a writer, what are they interviewing me for? The other side of that is like when I interview somebody from 24/7 or from On3, if they're going to do a return interview, they want it from somebody from their network. So they're far more likely to reach out to Robbie, or if they were 24/7 to reach out to Steve to try to get those interviews. So I'm just kind of in an odd spot there. But that said, I do, I'll do a few interviews this year, I'm sure. I know that Brad Denny.
Kubelik's
out of me. But yeah. And that's not somebody I would interview like just to get a one team preview. If I have Cole on, I want to talk more about Mississippi State than anything else. I know Brad Denny from Arizona State has already said, "Hey, I want to have you on when that game happens." So there you go. Can we go ahead and make an announcement on this podcast about what channel the game will be on Saturday before social media is, I don't know what this word is supposed to be, but with questions about it. Yeah, it's on ESPN. If you are watching College Game Day, you don't have to change the channel.
Raston?
Yeah, I don't know what that word's supposed to be.
Is that an actual word and he's just trying to look smart by typing it
Oh,
in?
I mean, it's got a capital too, so no, it doesn't appear to be a word at all. So I don't know what happened there, Colton.
Colton doesn't mind correcting us. He's a well actually.
I mean, I'm just saying. What does the pristine temperatures for a road game this Saturday bode for the climate we should expect for the next 4 Saturdays in Starkville? Yeah, there's one more push coming of heat. They can feel it.
I was looking at my Facebook memories the other day, and around this time I was saying, like, in 3 different years, where did this cooler weather come from?
Yeah.
So this is an every year occurrence. This is
I will still not taunt Mother Nature though.
No.
Okay. Peyton Stewart again. Here's the second question. Okay. What's the level of concern that guys like Jerron Manning, says Percy Lewis, I assume he means Dwight Lewis, and Kelly Jones aren't listed as clear-cut starters on today's depth chart? Jones was listed as a starter, right?
It was an or.
Was there an or?
Yeah.
With who?
Javen Williams.
Oh.
Both corners were listed as ors.
No. I know these lists don't mean much, but it seems like these guys should not have or. Well, Dwight Lewis was, I mean, if you had high expectations for him, that's on you. Well, no, neither one of us were ever like, yeah, that's a guy I expect to make a big contribution. Manning and Kelly Jones is a little different, but at the same time, I'm just gonna buy into the idea that it doesn't make a difference.
It's all like an optics thing within the building. I think. Like it's not a good optics thing for Mississippi State fans, but it's lighting a fire under players because they do look at that, whether they know where they are on the depth chart or not. giving other players confidence. Yeah, you could win the job. You're a or whatever.
Yeah.
It's guys, this list wasn't even really made by the coaches.
True.
Let's just go ahead and get that out. Like I do think that the starting lineup is going to be fairly accurate. I think most of what you saw as far as the first players listed, especially on the offensive side, is going to be what you see on Saturday. That includes Albert Reese. But some of the stuff was like, Jerron Manning, I think he's going to start. And if he doesn't start, I think he's going to play a lot of reps.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just wait and see what it looks like. And then Sunday we can come in here and we can go insane if it's really bad.
Okay.
I'll just do that.
We'll do that. I'm with you. Scotty Dickey asked us if the folks in charge of the new development project announced for Starkville decided that only one restaurant could have the word brother in its name, and you guys are asked to be the taste testers in a contest to determine what restaurant could keep its name, what would the format of the contest be, and would that be the greatest day of your life? Well, first of all, I have children, so no. I think Robbie would agree with thee. What would the format? Just be a, bring me your 3 best dishes.
Yeah, get samples of food.
Yeah,
but like, could we accurately make a decision?
So you know what I would do? I would just say like, the older brother holds on to brother, and we just change it to 2 bros.
2 bros, but that kind of counts, doesn't it?
And we got a little workaround there.
Yeah,
bros and brother is not the same word.
2 brothers was first though.
It was, but the older bro doesn't really work for me. The older brother needs to have like a little more, and it's a little fancier, right? 2 bros though.
2 bros is what we already call it.
Yeah, exactly. Colby Rushing, what would y'all need to see from the defenses to tell how good they actually are and not just playing USM? Multiple sacks.
Bunch of sacks, turnovers.
Less than 150 yards rushing.
Are you like routinely getting in the backfield?
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see constant pressure. Maybe they beat you on a big play because you brought some pressure. I could live with that. But they need to be getting in the backfield routinely.
Yeah.
Getting after the quarterback and forcing him into mistakes.
Also, Colby, bonus, I saw Hadad was roasting Robert St. John, so I was wondering, would y'all have any trouble roasting each other at your respective? No. Robbie and I each know enough about each other that
we roast each other.
It was like we roast each other on this show. So, Papa Crawdad, rank these type of Twitter accounts starting with the worst: unfunny parody account, Croot tweeter, boomer who doesn't understand anything, yells at clouds and complains about a paywall.
Ooh.
Burner account made less than a year ago. I mean, there are some accounts that are all 4 of those things.
Yes.
I think that I'm going to go burner right now. These, Jimmy, the big slick Russellston, they all have a stupid nickname. They think they're fun. The problem is they also think they're funny, and they aren't. Like, if you were funny, if you were making me laugh, I could live with it.
Use things that are kind of like what's funny to, and I'm not taking a shot at the younger crowd that we have, but like what's funny to like college age students now. Like, it doesn't really.
I get that.
Like, I don't understand.
Like, it's not making me laugh at all. Like, so I'm going burner accounts. They are a plague right now. Unfunny parody account is 2, and there are so many of those. There's
just not as many of those as they
used to be.
When we got on Twitter for the first time, they didn't have burner accounts. They had parody accounts.
Exactly.
And nobody's been able to touch like Summer of Mallet. Jeremiah Masoli's
Rebel Masoli.
Yeah,
Masoli. Exactly.
Nobody's been able to touch those.
Yeah. You still have like 3-year Letterman, but even his shtick is getting a little old right now. It's the same thing over and over again. Boomer who doesn't understand anything, yells at the clouds and complains about a paywall. Awful. Yes. Just the worst.
It's really bad.
They had that guy last night in your mentions about.
Just immediately it was like, no thanks. I knew exactly what you were.
Stay home.
You don't like Mississippi State bettering its atmosphere. You don't like that.
Yeah.
It's not cool to you.
Just learned something. I just got a text from our good friend Terry Powell over at the older brother. They do have a TV. I have never seen it on.
Is it in the restaurant portion?
Yeah, he said it looks like a piece of art, but he said we do have a TV in there, so I guess you can watch the games of the older brother. I didn't know.
Well, I knew they. I was pretty sure they did when Two Brothers was in there.
Oh, when it was two brothers, they had TV for sure. But yeah, so yeah,
Well, I'll be.
just a piece of information there for you that you can go and watch the game at the older brother. Also, last one is Crew Tweeter because I can avoid them the easiest, right? I don't read the mentions.
Yeah.
I don't read the comments. Guy commits. I just whatever. I'm not
It's
looking.
lame, but it's not these other things.
It's really bad though. It's really bad. It's like you are not a winner if you're a Crew Tweeter. I will do a couple
You're a
more
winner.
here. Couple more here, and we'll go to the break. Our good friend Wade Jones. Do you think Dottie? Oh, this is a great question. I've always wondered. Do you think Dottie purposely drops the ball at the end of at the end of a league of their own? If so, explain why you think. Go back and watch it. It appears Kit never touches the plate. Well, I'm going to assume the Kit never touching the plate is just a plot hole. They thought they had the film and
Yeah, that was accident.
absolutely think she drops the ball on purpose.
Yeah.
She wanted her kid sister to have that moment. She knew that she wasn't going to that. It wasn't that important to her at that point.
Kit whined and got her way.
Yeah.
And Dottie, being the good big sister, said, "You deserve to get a little shine too."
Mm-hmm.
And so she gave it to her. I thought that was a good story.
Yeah. Our next two questions are kind of the same from our friend Steve Mormon and from Ethan Brazil. And I'll just read Steve's question. With the announcement last week on tailgating in the Junction, do you think the everyday regular fan is being priced out of going to campus? Now, for a good tailgating spot, you have to pay, as well as for parking, tickets, and lodging, which is a 2-night minimum. It's really going to keep a lot of people at home, true or not. I think that right now we were at that, and that's kind of why Mississippi State's. We're talking about, you went and saw the LED lights, and apparently there's a little bit more to that than meets the eye. That there's some more stuff the fans are going to be excited about.
They've spent $9 million on renovation this
So
offseason.
you have to do that, because if you're going to tell people, hey, you got to pay for this, you got to pay for this, you got to pay for this. Oh, and you got to pay for the players too. You got to give them something.
So, but Selman's trying to make revenue,
Yeah.
and that this is the time we have to do it, and he's finding every way. And also on top of that, the Southern tradition. I understand the average fans, and I understand the students being put out by this or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The Southern tradition tailgating it's just going to look so much more.
It'll look better.
That is the eye shot of your tailgating scene.
Mm-hmm.
So when people are coming into town, or they have a drone shot or whatever, you see nothing but black tents lined up.
Yeah.
And
I
it
wish they
doesn't
were
look
maroon.
hard.
Wish they were maroon.
That'd be nice. But the Junction has looked like a ghost town several games.
It
last
has been
year,
bad, yeah.
especially the early game.
And one thing I want to say is this, and this is the truest part of this. State wins, you'll show up.
Yeah.
They win, they show up. You'll find a way to pay the money.
The reason that we have talked more about lights and sound and helmet stickers and all these little things, cleaning up the stadium, is because they're losing. And whenever you're losing, all of that stuff gets magnified.
Right.
And so you're right. If they start winning, it's just like wrestling right now. I think they're pricing out fans.
Mm-hmm.
We're about to have to pay $20 more per month to watch wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the tickets are going way up, but the supply and the demand is nuts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're selling out every arena they're in.
Yeah.
It's the same thing here. Like if they start to win, there won't be near as many complaints. But right now they're not, and you're asking a whole lot out of your fan base for a 2-10 football team.
Agreed.
But that's one of the things that Zach Selman said last night. And I won't talk about everything that he said, but I think this is worth mentioning, is they did have to go and pay for a lot of things this year to try to upgrade this experience with money that they didn't want to spend right now. With all the revenue sharing they're about to have to do, they didn't want to do this right away. But they felt like the fans were owed something.
Yeah.
And for that, I applaud them tremendously. That's the things that you and I were talking about last year. They need to listen to the fans more. They need to give them more.
They need to listen to us more. It's where the power lies.
It's true.
So, all right. Let's move into the rest of the show. That's brought to you by our friends over at Two Brother Smoke Meats and the Older Brother. We just mentioned Older Brother. They do have televisions. That means if you're looking to watch college football any weekend in Starkville, those two places are great places to go. Great food, TV, cold drinks. It's all right there for you. And of course, we love a trip to either one of them. For lunch or for dinner, we are fans of the brothers, two brothers and older brother. Two great places to eat here in Starkville. You could have did this.
We're going to try.
We're going to power through. Okay. Great products, great service. Every business likes to promise it to you. They deliver it to you at Advantage Business Systems. That's what they've been doing for 50 years.
50, brother.
All right. 50. When you need technology for your business.
It actually isn't as bad whenever I go high pitch.
Maybe you should do the rest of the show like that.
I'm just going to talk in Dan Mullen speak the rest of the show.
Yeah. You need a new copier or a new printer. You need new computers and new laptops. The place to call is Advantage Business Systems because you know that after the fact, after the sale, they're still there for you. You know, a lot of businesses, they'll sell it to you, but then afterwards, good luck. You know, best of luck to you. Not with Advantage Business Systems. Give them a call today, 601-362-9192, or visit them online, absms.com. Find out how Advantage Business Systems will help your business do business. Maroon & Co. is the place to go. If you're going to be in Starkville and you're looking for great Mississippi State gear, there's no other place than Maroon & Co. They have the biggest and best selection. Everything you're looking for, maroon and white. Not just clothes, stuff for the car, the house, the tailgate. It's all right there for you at Maroon & Co. They have the logos that you want, the interlocking, the state script. Check it out at Maroon & Co. Use our promo code to save yourself some money. Thunder15 takes 15% off the regular price. Some exclusions do apply. Before you go to your next game at Davis Wade Stadium, make sure you take a trip to Maroon & Co. I know that the weekends are getting a little tighter now because we got college football back, but you still got to get out there in the yard. You still got projects around the house that need to get done. That means you still need to go see our friends at Scruggs Farm, Lawn, and Garden. What are you doing around the house this weekend? You got to mow the grass? You got to get in the garden? You're just cooking out? You got some honeydew projects you got to catch up on? A trip to Scruggs Farm, Lawn, and Garden means everything you're looking for is in one spot. You need new tools. You need a new mower. You need a new grill. We got you covered at Scruggs Farm, Lawn, and Garden. Head to Saltillo before your next big project. Scruggs Farm, Lawn, and Garden. They have what you want for less. Maybe the weirdest question we've ever gotten on the Rumblings right here. Here we go. Adam Sirkin asks us, if you had to choose one body part to be edible, and there was no pain associated with it, and it would grow back within 24 hours with full functionality, what would you choose and what would it taste like? What the hell, bro?
This is kind of like the questions, though, that I expect out of the Rumble.
Well, like, first off, there's only so many options. I can't pull my own ribs out because you say that's not going to hurt. My heart has to stay where it is, right? So I can't eat ribs. My loin? Am I going to my pork loins? What am I doing here?
I mean, I can't think of anything that would.
I don't want to eat anything on myself. I don't want to eat myself.
It says if you had to.
You had to. So okay.
Gun to your head.
Yeah. They're going to drop an atomic bomb that will only kill you.
Let's just say like Pinky.
Yeah,
it needs to be something that's not going to affect what you do, like in a big way.
Yeah, I'll eat my
pinky.
My pinky.
Can we do the pinky?
Yeah.
Okay.
What would it taste? What would it taste like? I assume it'll taste like raw meat. I like that there's no pain, so I'm going to saw off my own pinky, and it's not going to hurt.
Just say you're sitting around, you're hungry, and you had to eat your body parts.
I'm going to eat a dub, like Jameis Winston out here. Great question here we got some good questions today. That was a weird one, but this is a good one. Dylan Newell, who knew what time it was when the first clock was made? What a great question. It was like, yeah, it's noon, sure.
So how far back are we going? Are we going sundial? Are we going?
Well, like a sundial is just kind of like an actual clock. What year was the clock invented?
Like a sundial, I think you could get.
The mechanical clock was invented in 13th to 14th century.
Okay.
So somebody was looking at a sundial and they were like, so you realize it could be a couple minutes off. It could be a couple minutes off. Like
it could be. But like, the sundial could at least get you in.
Yeah, you're in the ballpark.
Yeah.
You're in the ballpark.
So that would probably be my answer for that.
Okay. John, who is the Mount Rushmore of Mississippi State players that declared for the draft earlier than they should have? Any sport. Durania Wilson's on there, unfortunately. So is Beniquez Brown, I think.
No, there's going to be better players.
All right, Durania's on there.
Well, all right. So, what are we defining that? Like
They declared and they
earlier,
didn't get drafted or something.
we were all like, yeah, you
This
should
guy's
have
got
done
to
that.
come back. DJ Stewart.
Yeah, maybe so.
Like
I'm trying to think of because there's players that declared early that just didn't work out.
Yeah.
But we kind of expected them to.
Yeah.
And then there's the players that we were like, what is this person doing?
Yeah.
Um,
Durania Wilson is a guy who I thought would have worked out, but it didn't. I couldn't have known he was going to run a 5 flat.
Josh Robinson.
That's a good one.
Neither one of those guys should have declared earlier.
Yeah.
It ruined their careers.
Trying to think of like baseball. Is there somebody who's like they went to the pros and like they could have come back for another year?
David Mershon, but it's still early.
Yeah, it's too early to know.
That's a guy like if he doesn't make it
a couple years,
they probably should have come back.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's a tough one. Brogan Fairchild, which mascot versus 100 men challenge was the toughest for you and Borky to determine the winner? It's the ones with knights, like
where they have like swords.
They have a sword and they have a horse. Like it's difficult because it feels like 100 men should be able to do that. But if he can ride around and hack at you, I don't know. We had the one with the Trojan. We had Trojans. I was like, I think the Trojan
man, I think could take down a knight.
Oh, we disagreed.
Well, the first thing you do is you knock the horse off.
But that's the problem. He's able to get away, and
There's 100 people.
I agree. I thought, but Borky talked me into it. So, I recently listened to Joel and Logan's interview of Coach Zimmerman, and he seemed to temper expectations on this year's season. What should those expectations be after State's big win over Wake Forest? I think that just getting back to the NCAA tournament. I don't know if you can win the SEC again, but just getting back to the SEC tournament sounds like a perfectly acceptable season.
Yeah, it's not a team that I look at that's got the senior leadership that last year's team did, and that team was just so much more experienced. So there's going to be some growing pains with this team, but that certainly had to change your expectations a little bit.
I agree.
Wake Forest is no slouch. It's not like they lost a ton of players and they're in rebuilding mode. They started 3-0. 3 or 4-0. I think they beat LSU in there. They'd shut out all their opponents before it happened, and you scored 2 goals on them. So, it might have changed the expectations for sure.
Yeah. Let's see here. Mimi Aldridge asks, have people collectively forgotten how to work a 4-way stop? Could you review the rules to educate the people of Starkville? It's not difficult.
I don't think people in general ever knew the rules.
I think some people know the rules.
I'm just talking about the people that use the
what's going on with downtown right now. Yeah, you got all these 4-way stops. It's a problem.
The one that drives me crazy is when you have the flashing light, the red light.
Yeah,
and people just don't.
They don't understand that it's just 4-way stop.
The lights out.
Yeah,
the lights out.
It's 4-way stop.
It's 4-way stop.
Yeah,
and they just don't understand.
Yeah.
I have a very difficult time with this. Whenever I'm taking my kid or picking my kid up at school.
Yeah,
the car rider line. Yeah, the 4-way stop. Yeah. People believe that they can come from a different direction and cut 50 cars.
They cannot.
You can't do that, but they continuously do it.
Yeah,
and so I have vowed. I did it on Facebook. I vowed to teach my own class to parents on how to work a car rider line because they just don't get it. They don't understand how it works. They have no common courtesy. Not everybody, but a lot of them don't. They don't. Another thing, you have the streets, like in Ackerman where my kid goes, you have to get on the side of the road. And so we're riding down the side of the road. You have streets that cross over. And you're supposed to leave an opening there for when people want to turn in or leave.
Right.
And people continuously just sit right there in the middle.
Nah, that's not good.
Yeah.
So I don't think I've told you about this the other day, but I was coming up, I guess it's coming up Main Street from around where the Methodist church is, the Presbyterian church is. And
about City Hall.
Right. So there's that first 4-way stop.
Methodist.
The one behind? That's Presbyterian.
You're talking about the one whenever the City Hall is right there?
Yeah.
That's a Methodist.
Is it Methodist? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my apologies to the Protestants. So I get to that,
big difference.
Yeah, you get to that first red light, right? It was 4-way stop, right? So half of the street is under construction. The other half is a one-way street, right?
Yes.
You all you can do is go that way. Somebody just said the hell with that and just came through.
Yeah, don't you love that?
I'm just like, and if I had been 10 seconds faster, I would have been in the road and then we would have met and I would have sat there until the end of time. I never would have backed up. Been like, you're screwed up, you back out and go around.
And they get mad at you.
They would have gotten mad at me and I wouldn't even looked at them. I just gotten on my phone and been like, how long are we going to sit here, buddy? I'll be here all day.
We got all day, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. Until 3 p.m.
Yeah. Well, it was a Sunday.
So okay. You're good.
No problem. Rob Montgomery, if State and Ole Miss switch schedules this year, would it change your predictions for both teams?
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't do a Mississippi State's SEC preview, but you've already know what we're doing. All right, so let's just real quick. Ready? Mm-hmm. So Mississippi State's playing these games. Georgia State.
Win.
At Kentucky.
Win.
Arkansas at home.
Win.
Tulane.
Ooh. They might be one of the better teams there. That's at home.
Yeah.
I think they could win that game.
So 4-0. LSU at home, loss. Washington State at home.
Should win that.
Should win. At Georgia, loss.
We're giving State a lot of credit.
We are. At Georgia.
Loss.
At Oklahoma, probably a loss. At South Carolina at home, probably a loss. The Citadel at home, win. Florida, loss. And then at Mississippi, at Ole Miss. They'd be at Ole Miss.
And at that point, I mean
who knows? Yeah.
We're going to be down. I would probably pick Ole Miss right now.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, hold on. 4, 5. We have State 6-6. We have them 4-0 and beating Kentucky and Arkansas. And so, we'll say it like this: we have them 6-5, and we don't know what the Egg Bowl would be.
And that's assuming that this team's making a major jump.
Right.
I think they can.
Right. Ole Miss now at Southern Miss, win. Arizona State
at home.
Yeah, probably a win.
They win that game.
Yeah, Alcorn win. Northern Illinois wins. So they're 4-0. Tennessee at home.
I think they win.
They win 5-0.
Yeah.
At A&M, loss. At Florida, loss. Texas at home,
loss.
At Arkansas, win. Georgia at home, loss. At Missouri.
Ooh.
Probably a win.
I think they would win.
Yeah. All right, so 1. We gave them Arizona State?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. We gave them Tennessee? 5?
No.
Did we not?
Yeah, we did.
Okay,
yeah,
5, 6. We're giving them Missouri?
Yes.
They'd be 7-4 coming into the Egg Bowl.
That would be.
So, yeah.
The schedule. Interesting. The schedule says a lot.
Yeah.
I think State and Ole Miss are still pretty far apart, but not as much as you think.
Yeah. Also, if they played each other's schedule last year, does Ole Miss still go 9-3 and the State still go 2-10? State's probably still going 2-10, right?
Yeah.
They lost to Toledo.
Yeah.
But Ole Miss does not go 9-3 if they have to play at Georgia, at Texas, at Tennessee, and they just don't. And at Arizona State. So, no.
Yeah. They'd be 8-4, pushing 9-3 though, probably.
Yeah, I agree.
That was still super talented.
John Clark Packer asked us to rank these backup MSU quarterbacks: Elijah Staley, Braden Locke, Jalen Maiden, Josh Riddell, Chance Leverage. Riddell actually won games. Riddell's won.
He's probably number 1. And then from there, Braden Locke, I don't hardly ever remember him playing. I would say probably Chance Levertich is last, maybe. Maybe Elijah Staley. Would Elijah Staley be ahead of Jalen Maiden?
Well, the thing about Levertich is that he actually was a quarterback that started games before. He has some wins on his resume.
At South Alabama?
Yeah.
Also. Yeah.
I'm going to go.
Yeah, but what do you do at Mississippi State is the thing.
I'm going to go Riddell, Maiden. No, Maiden didn't do anything at State.
Staley, probably.
Staley.
But he didn't do much either.
He did. He had a touchdown pass. Maiden doesn't. These other 3 guys don't have a touchdown pass at Mississippi State. Oh, Levertich does, doesn't he? Didn't he come in at the end of that Vanderbilt game?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, so Levertich 3rd, Maiden 4th, Locke 5th. Because Maiden did go on to San Diego State and have some success. Braden Locke has not done much of anything. He wasn't great at Wisconsin. So there we go. That's our rankings. Let's see here. Cameron Worm.
Big Worm.
Recently, a friend and fellow listener of the podcast claimed his golf ball hit a tree and cracked. So he took a drop in the fairway. And so he took a drop in the fairway. In your expert opinion, the below golf ball hit a tree or a lawnmower? Let me see this. I have never seen a ball crack like that from hitting a tree. I think it got run over.
Yeah, that seems a little far-fetched. You're gonna have to put some pressure on that thing, I feel like, for it to crack.
There you go. Great question here from Jack Bryan. In an alternate universe where Stonka is an Ole Miss Sigma Nu pledge, how highly would Braylon Burnside rank on the all-time name list? People would take Braylon Burnside there. Not over
That's an
Willingham,
Old South name.
Willingham Rotterman,
Yes.
the greatest Ole Miss name in history. It's number one.
Burnside was a Confederate general, wasn't he?
No, he was a Union
general.
Yeah.
That's where the
Sideburns,
came
yeah.
from.
But they had Ulysses Bentley, so I mean it works out.
That's true.
Yeah. Let's see here. Brooks Taylor, should the tailgate booths on the Upper West Side go? It looks terrible to me while watching a game, and I just don't know what to think of them. I know they're basically a space taker. Why not banners if we know we can't sell them? But they can sell them. They are sold, right?
Out.
Yeah, so I would not get rid of them.
Sold out every year.
Would not get rid of them.
Here's the thing about
I do think they look terrible though.
They don't look good because they're not uniform with the rest of the stadium. That's the biggest thing for me. I think it's a cool concept, and it's a way to sell those spaces because you couldn't sell them otherwise. Just a big empty hole up there. And I don't think banners would look good at all. That would actually be bad, I think, for your optics. It shows that you can't fill those spaces.
Right.
So I don't really have a problem with it.
Yeah. Let's see here. Also from Brooks, y'all talked about the tunnel and third and fourth quarter songs, and the money for nothing is a solid idea. But apparently, For Whom the Bell Tolls is coming back.
For Whom the Bell Tolls is coming
back.
So
he said it has to be the intro. Would Hell's Bells be a good third, fourth quarter song? It'd be okay. I think the problem with Hell's Bells is it's kind of slow.
Well, don't they play it for every third down?
Well, they just do the Undertaker bell.
At some point, they played Hell's Bells. They played the bells.
They did that. They have done that, but I think they go more Undertaker bell now.
I think they do both.
Okay. But yeah, Hell's Bells is kind of a slow song, and you need a faster song for that. Nathan Kelly did not have a rumblings, but wanted to publicly send my condolences out to Hesh Rapkin, a.k.a. Jerry Adler. 96, just a kid.
He was just a kid.
Yeah. And Hesh, whatever happened there?
Great character.
Oh, nothing? Okay.
No.
Okay. Dalton Lee went to a bachelor party this week. Dalton Lee, of course. Went to a bachelor party. We had Waffle House every morning.
Yes.
Okay, that's actually really cool. What's your go-to order, and how much Waffle House is too much? First off, if you go 3 days in a row, 4 is pushing it.
Yeah, you're becoming a little bit of a psycho at that point.
Yeah. My go-to order. Do I want breakfast or do I want dinner, Robbie? Tell me.
When I go to Waffle House, I eat breakfast. So.
Pecan waffle, bacon, little floppy. I asked for it, a little floppy. Double order of hash browns, scattered, double chunked, and triple covered.
Okay, that's ham.
Two orders of ham and 3 slices of cheese.
Okay.
All right. If we're going for dinner, it's the same hash brown order, but I get the 3 pork chops with it.
Okay.
That's my go-to for Waffle House. I can be talked into a bacon cheeseburger.
Yeah. I do I just do a waffle with bacon normally. Or I'll do like what is the All-Star breakfast?
Yeah.
Grand Slam, whatever it is.
Now I'm hungry.
I do that every day.
I haven't eaten yet.
How hungry I am.
Yeah. Matt McCann with the mascot challenge. Amalgamation style, he says. Great word usage by me last week. I agree. All right. Name the Chicago mascots. Who are the two MLB?
Tough.
Who are the 2 MLB teams?
That's the Cubs and the White Sox.
NHL?
Blackhawk.
Right. MLS. It's named after a great historical event. Or not, it's not a great one, but it's a historical event, something that happened in Chicago.
The fire?
That's right.
Okay. Thank you for the clue. I didn't know.
Yeah. The University of Chicago. I don't know this one.
I don't know that one either. University of Chicago and then Illinois Chicago are 2 different places.
Right.
I don't know that one.
University of Chicago is the Phoenix.
Okay. A lot of fire.
Yeah, well, you say that. What is Illinois Chicago?
The Flames.
They're the Flames, exactly.
Didn't know them.
Also from Matt, also while in Hattiesburg this weekend, go to Crescent City Grill if you get a chance. Get fried green tomatoes and white chocolate bread pudding. Thank me later. Hey, Matt, look at me right here.
Matt's talking to us like we've
Matt, look at me right here. you're preaching to the choir. All right, been there, done that. So
we've eaten things on that don't even
exist on the menu at that restaurant. Yeah. So Avery Pryor, me and my friend have made a bet where if Mississippi State goes 4-8, then I have to run a milk mile. Ugh. But if they go 6-6, he has to run one. And if they go 5-7, we each have to run a half mile and drink a half gallon of milk. Who will win? I got a bad feeling for you, Avery. I think you're going to be the one winning it. I think Robbie thinks you're both going to end up. By the way, why would you do that? Like, if they go 5-7, it's just a push. Nobody wins. Nobody loses.
Yeah, you both have to go do it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Me and my buddies did the milk chug challenge. Is that what it is?
Get sick?
Jug.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can't hold it down.
Yeah, you can't do that.
If you drink through an entire gallon of milk, it is coming back up. It's like Mentos and Coke.
No good. Mark Burleson, tag team match between us and a pair of coaches in the SEC. Who could we beat? I know who we could beat. Ready?
Coaches?
The two coaches. If
I
the
have to scroll through a bunch of stuff after I.
Yeah, your mentions are probably rough right now. All right, here's who it is. The two coaches we could beat: Drinkwitz and Kiffin.
You think so?
Yeah.
Take them out.
Yeah.
Take their legs out.
They're soft.
Yeah.
Yeah. The two coaches we don't want to fight: Lebby and Napier.
Okay.
All right. Lebby and Napier is like that. We don't want any part of that.
Kirby Smart's kind of psychotic.
He's a psychopath, former safety,
and he used to play people.
There's a lot longer list of guys we don't want to fight versus the ones we do want to fight outside of Drinkwitz and Kiffin. I don't know who it is. The board doesn't look very tough.
Yeah,
Freeze. Oh wait, Freeze might.
Freeze.
I might take Freeze over Drinkwitz.
Yeah, but he's sick right now, isn't he?
I would feel bad. Yeah. So that's my truth. Pittman, honorable mention on who I don't want to fight.
Freeze is a lover, but not a fighter.
It's a true story. Ford Polk, do you like calling your timeouts before the 2-minute warning or after? First off, it's the 2-minute timeout. Let's get the verbiage correct.
Yeah, the NFL's going to sue you for it.
I mean, it depends on the scenario, right? Like, what am I trying to do here? What am I trying to accomplish? So, rank these on who you would have most liked to have seen on game day as a guest picker for state. Jerry Clower, John Stennis, Boo Ferris, Machine Gun Kelly. Jerry Clower as a game day picker would have been unbelievable.
Without a doubt.
Lee Corso, not so fast.
Without a doubt, Jerry Clower.
He would have had those guys peeing on themselves.
Oh my God, it'd been incredible.
Would
have had a bit for every single pick.
Yes, yeah.
That's the ones that are so good.
Them Ole Miss Rebels, I don't like them. Marcel Ledbetter, a big Ole Miss fan. Yeah. Senator Stennis, probably 2. Machine Gun Kelly would be incredible. We're gonna have a mass murderer.
We have a serial killer up here for you guys.
Boo Ferris and Jonathan Papelbon are the same thing. Both guys.
Papelbon was at least he had a personality.
Yeah,
and I'm saying Boo Ferris didn't, but
yeah,
Papelbon was kind of like a
Shelby Beach. Figure. Here we go. Somebody asking about ideal songs for team walkout in the fourth quarter. So we already did that. Was it a moving away from Mullen thing to get rid of Journey, or was it to get the Joe taste out of our mouths? It just didn't make sense to keep playing it. It was just annoying to have games where you're down, 3 touchdowns and you hear "Don't Stop Believing." If they had just used it when they needed to, if they had let the situation dictate, it would still be the song today.
Like the perfect time for it was 17 Alabama.
Yeah,
going into the fourth quarter.
Yes.
Didn't work,
but yeah. Blake Harrell asked us, "What was your favorite Jack Crystal moment that we can tell on the show? That we can tell without using profanity?"
My favorite Jack Crystal moment was my first game working Mississippi State sports and media relations.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in the bathroom in the press box.
Mm-hmm.
And he walks in the middle of it might have been halftime. And he goes, "GD network television makes you hold your longer." PISS.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
And I was like, Jack Crystal? What did you just say?
Yeah.
Well, I'm standing next to him at the urinal.
My favorite call of Jack Crystal is "The silence is deafening" from the Kentucky game in 1995, where State.
My favorite is whenever he said if they called a celebration penalty on Jerry Norwood, he's going to shoot him.
That's a good one. My favorite off the air is we were in Lexington. State had just beaten UConn, and we drove up the next day. So we're in this hotel, and Jack Crystal is in there, and he's trying to watch whoever Syracuse was playing. Syracuse wins that game to go on to the Final Four. So he's trying to watch that. No, UMass was in the Final Four.
In the Elite Eight.
They would have been playing their Elite Eight game. I think it was Utah, maybe Arizona. It was a West Coast team, I think. And somebody these two people start walking, and they stand right in front of the TV, and they're just having a conversation.
He did not like.
And he just literally was like, "Could you move out of the GD way? I'm trying to watch the effing ball game." It's like
they used to tell us. They used to tell us mid relations, whatever you do when you take these stats to the radio booth, set them off to the side. Do not reach over Jack Crystal and put them down.
Yeah.
And I did it one time, and I got
You reached
cussed.
over?
I got cussed.
Oh, I bet you did.
Bad. And then I used to eat dinner with him at the games.
Yeah.
And man, some of the stuff he said about the Stansbury kids coming in there and running around, he was not happy about them coming in there and stealing all the cookies and snacks and all that stuff.
He felt about them the way we felt about those media relations kids when they would come steal all the food.
Exactly.
So, what is the margin of victory that Mississippi State needs over USM to increase confidence for the season? Anything over 24, and I feel really good. 35-10, 35-10, I feel good.
If it's 31-10,
yeah.
I'm coming away from that happy.
Yeah, I agree. Alex Barham. What happened? There it is. Okay. Name one breakout player from offense and defense. Okay. Offense. I mean, is Anthony Evans a breakout player?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's an easy one.
Either Anthony Evans or Brennan Thompson getting say Brennan Thompson has 50 catches and Anthony Evans has 60.
Yeah.
Those are breakout performances.
All right. And then I'm going to go Zachary Tillman.
Okay.
I think he's going to lead state in sacks this year.
I'm trying to think if there's somebody else. I think Kelly Jones is going to emerge.
Okay.
We're going to be talking a lot about him.
Okay.
I could do that.
Surely this is the last time in a long time we play USM with the new scheduling format, right? State has games with USM scheduled for 2030 and 2031, including one in Hattiesburg. I don't know if those will stand up.
I would not do another non-conference game.
You can't play non-conference games on the road.
5 teams on the road.
Especially if, with 9 games, right? Some years you're going to have 4. You're only going to have 4 conference home games, right? That means all 3 if you want to have 7 home games, you got to have 3 home conference games.
I got to be honest, I would not schedule USM anymore.
I wouldn't either, but
I wouldn't schedule Sunbelt teams. I wouldn't schedule.
I would schedule them. I schedule them at home.
I wouldn't schedule them at home. I would schedule 2 absolute cupcakes for my 2 games that
We get 3.
Well, the other one has to be a Power 4 team.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's a good point.
So those 2 games, I want to.
One's an FBS team, and I'm playing. I understand the joke because they lost to Toledo last year, but yes, I'm scheduling as light as I can.
Yeah, for those 2 games.
Yeah,
with your schedule being what it's going to be, 9 SEC games plus you have to play a Power 4 team. There's no way I'm going to schedule 2 teams that could potentially beat me.
Agree. Tri-tip, leg quarters, or ribs for Saturday. What time do you want to eat? Do you want to eat while State is playing, or is this like you're cooking out the whole day? Because if I'm cooking out the whole day, I'll do ribs. But if you want to go quick, I mean, tri-tip and leg quarters.
Leg quarters will be quicker than tri-tip.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, it depends on what you're doing. Yeah. Let's see here. Jeremy Martin, would you rather Saturday for the opening? What would you rather have for the opening offensive drive Saturday? Deep pass to score, or steady 5-7 yards down the field to score? Definitely hit him with a knockout punch, right? Get first play up top, score 7-0. Crowd sits down. State's in control from there. That's what
or you feel like you could have a home run play. With Booth or something.
Yeah, a long touchdown.
Yeah.
All right. 2 more questions here. Brick Thomas, this morning in class, I subconsciously blurted out my answer 50, like Robbie does for the ad read. What was the moment you subconsciously blurted something out not meaning to? Ooh. I'm trying to think.
One time, this wasn't me, but it's still a funny story. My friend Moose, we were in Sunday school class we had just started college, I think.
Mhm.
It was like a college class. And our teacher was Scott Fulcher, great guy. He passed away a few years ago, but
Yeah.
rest in peace. The Moose's phone started going off, and it was back whenever like you had the Nokias and you could get the ringtones that was like music.
Hmm.
And like we did that for the first time, so like all of our ringtones were music, even text messages.
Yeah.
And his started playing Last Dance with Mary Jane, or Mary Jane's Last Dance, I guess what it's
Yeah.
called. And so like it's playing, and he's like, "Oh shoot!" And so he pushes the button on the side, it's still playing.
Hmm.
And he's like, he opens it up, it's still playing. It wouldn't stop playing. So he got to the part where it was like, "Oh my, oh," and he took the battery out, and it finally stopped. So our Sunday school teacher finished the song, that part right there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mine is I was the first time I came home. No, sorry, it wasn't the first time. I was home my freshman year for Thanksgiving. Right, so we're home for like Thursday, Friday. We're gonna drive up to Oxford on Saturday for the Egg Bowl, and a buddy of mine came by the house. I was gonna get a ride with him for wherever we were going on a Friday night before the game, and he comes in, and my mom already had the Christmas tree up and fully decorated, and I was just like, "Can you believe this effing thing?" And I said, but I didn't say effing, and my mom's sitting right there. And he looked at me, and I realized what I had said, and I looked at her, and she was like,
Slapped you over the
She
head.
gave me a smack, yeah. And then I was, almost 19 years old, but I wasn't too old to take a smack that day.
Buddy, if I said that in front of my mom right now,
Right now, she'd hit you.
backhand.
Yeah. We already answered the one about the temperature for the game. Last question. Tyler Hunt, with the announcement of the 9-game SEC slate starting next year, who are your predictions for the 3 permanent opponents starting in 2026? Ole Miss. I'm going to go Ole Miss, Texas A&M, and Kentucky.
That's been my picks too.
That just makes the most sense.
Kentucky was staged cross division
Makes sense.
rivalry
And
forever.
then you got to have somebody that's, the thing with if they're looking at that 10-year records and they're like splitting the SEC in half, A&M is 5th.
Well, and here's the thing too.
So that could be your good team.
Dayton A&M, since A&M's been in this league, have been fairly
They've been fairly
neck
even.
and neck, and they played every year.
Yeah.
And it's maroon.
You
maroon
could do
versus,
Auburn.
Maroon versus maroon.
You could do Auburn.
You could do Auburn.
But
You
Auburn,
could do Alabama. I hope that's not the case.
I don't think it's going to be Alabama.
Surely it wouldn't be the case.
I've been thinking about it like in terms of TV. They do not want to have Mississippi State, Alabama every year. They want Alabama playing 3 marquee games.
So my thought is potentially it's Alabama, Georgia.
So
or Alabama, LSU.
Alabama is keeping Auburn and Tennessee.
Correct.
I think it's going to be LSU.
There's no way that they don't
Because Georgia
do
will
that
keep
for ratings.
Georgia will keep Tennessee. They'll
Auburn.
keep Auburn and they'll keep Florida.
Yep.
That'll be their 3. So there we go. All right, guys. Back to football tomorrow. We'll have some Southern Mississippi opponent preview, and we will be getting ready for the opener, which is coming up quick. Talk to you guys tomorrow. For Robbie Faulk, I'm Brian Hadad. Thanks for listening to Thunder and Lightning here on Super Talk, Mississippi.